Canvas is an important part of pretty much any boat, depending on how you use your boat. We actually do a lot of boating, and this past weekend we had some challenging weather that required our canvas to be up most of the weekend actually. So we didn't have to go home. We could hang out and hang out with our friends and tie up and raft up, and having a good working canvas is a big part of that. Obviously very simple stuff, just keeping things clean, making sure, once a week we'll just spray all the bugs and stuff off the outside to stop any buildup of bugs and spiders and anything else falling from the roof. We're in a covered slip here, so you do get a little more debris or bugs and spiders and things of that nature that will fall on your canvas and ultimately work its way into the fabric and just wear it down and force it to rot and dry out quicker than if you keep it hosed off and keep it clean. Pretty simple stuff. Also, treatments such as Scotch Guard and things like that are also available if you go online to help kind of give you a little more sealant and waterproof aspects of the cloth and the fabric, which you can look up online with Google. And I'll probably reference Google a lot because we've used Google a lot to help us really save a lot of money in keeping our boat maintained properly. The other thing with canvas is zippers. They make, you can use, I've used just Vaseline sometimes very lightly just to keep the zippers lubricated. If a zipper's not lubricated, it can dry up and be very, very hard to open or close, and you end up tearing seams and damaging things. So basically I think it's keeping it clean, keeping your zippers nicely lubricated, and also your steel, making sure that you keep your clip pins on their leashes and properly connected. We've actually lost one or two of those because we haven't done that. We've had to go replace them. So just just keeping track of things like that and making sure they're kept up to date. Screws on your hardware that are screwing your steel down into your fiberglass, making sure that those were all caulked properly when they were put in, making sure the screw stays tight and they can't get loose and work their way out, and ultimately tear the threads on the fiberglass, and then you've got to patch back with something and then re-drill it and then re-thread it. So that's really the extent of the upkeep on the canvas. The only other thing I would say is on your isinglass or your clear glass, if you can, when you take them off, roll them up in a towel. That way they won't get scratched as much. Also, when you're ordering canvas, you need to think about how you're going to use it. If it's a piece of clear canvas that's going to stay up for a long period of time and it's not going to be taken down a lot, you can use some of the heavier grade materials that you can see through, more like you can see through a piece of glass, and won't give you as much distortion. But at the same time, when you have to roll those up, they're more susceptible to scratching and possibly folding. So the lighter, if you've got a side curtain that you want to take out a lot, as we do, maybe it's not as good an idea to have the heavier, thicker clear, but a little lesser gauge that is more easily rolled up and stored. And again, if you wrap it up in a towel, you can really protect it a lot from scratching and things of that nature. There are also some nice treatments on the market now, whether you go to West Marine or again you look it up online, for almost like a very soft, subtle wax or compound that sometimes you can take small scratches out with, and it also keeps the plastic supple so that it doesn't dry out and crack as quickly. So that's definitely something that you can look at. On this canvas here, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but we have another zipper that's been sewn in so that our entire front canvas here can roll back from the windshield, and really gives you more of a almost like a bikini type you'd see on a Jeep type thing, and basically a lot more air, and you can also stand and see over the windshield. So there's a lot of different things you can do with your canvas. This particular one will roll all the way back up to the radar arch, and we have a boot that covers it all up, and we can almost completely hide the canvas and make the boat a full convertible by doing that. And then we also have, I don't know if you can see them out front, but also matching canvas for the hatches. Definitely keeps a lot of sun from coming through the hatches and fading out your interior. And we also have a canvas wrap on the anchor line too, to protect the anchor line from the UV rays from the sun and wearing out the anchor line and forcing it to rot. So in a nutshell, those are some canvas basics. That's it.